Hello, hello. What's up, everybody? This is Marshall Lee of DonkeyJawProjects.com, and I'm just making it under the gun here. It's the Early Bird Artcast number 10. We've done 10 of these now, and it's been nothing but fun. And yeah, when I say we're just under the gun here, I don't know if that even makes sense as a metaphor, but it's 11:36 a.m. my time, and so it's barely morning anymore. I guess I don't call it the morning artcast, so it's kind of like early bird, meaning I tend to be up working on my stuff earlier than the night owls. I guess early birds versus night owls. We should make like a video game app or something. So I got my coffee. Just ate a hard boiled egg. I've been up for hours. I got up and I started working. Well, I kind of just did my daily routine. I ate a egg then too. This is my second egg of the day, and had some coffee. And somehow I just felt like picking up the old guitar and playing around, and that took most of my morning up. And I don't even know how to play a song yet. Technically, I can play some cool riffs from songs and whatnot, but I'm very, very new at the guitar, so I'm still learning chords. I'm still learning how to transition from one chord to the next and things like that. But I had a blast. So I'd like to get better though. I'd like to get to the point where I can write my own songs. I mean, technically, right now I can write my own songs if I want, because all you need to know is a couple chords and you can make a song. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm not forcing anything. I'm just playing around, having some fun. But I got to work on some art and comics, and I'll be honest, I don't feel super focused today. If I was, I would spend hours working on thumbnails for Corn Cob Rob, and just getting that all set up. But instead, I'm just gonna do some random stuff, do some coloring and playing around with characters and whatnot, and see what happens. And hopefully, you guys will hang out and enjoy, and maybe I'll have some guests on. That would be really cool. Um, I sent out the link to the friends, maybe even some newer people that I've never had on. Who knows? I'm gonna start inviting some more people probably, and I don't know. It's just fun. Um, but we might also have some old favorites. We'll see. Maybe nobody will come. We'll see. All right. So let me get the chat up so I can see what's going on with that. Hey, Mike, what's up? You should come on, Mike. You should come hang out. You know where the link is. I know you might be busy. Or actually, I think on Sundays you like to hang out with the significant other, the engaged significant other. So that's cool too. But I appreciate you coming in and saying what's up. Haven't talked with you for a while though, so it'd be fun. Um, let's see. So I better let's set up something to actually work on, right? I feel like I want to just kind of do some coloring, whatnot, for a little bit and see where that takes me. I was already working on one. It's kind of done, but let's see. Let's open it up and maybe I can open up some other files and do some artsy farts. Let's see. It's weird because when I um when I do these like I don't know, like when I close down my computer sometimes there's no, you know how you can go to here, let me see, like when you can go to file and you go to recents, I got nothing. Even though there's obviously was recents, but if the computer shuts down in a certain way, it doesn't like to remember the recents, and it's annoying because that's super convenient when it works. And my computer's mad loud right now. I might have to turn off some tabs or something, make it stop yelling at me. Here, let me just open a file up though first, so that we're not. Where did I save that file? It should be under Corncob Rob. Yeah, it's got to be. Flight of Corncob Rob. This way we have something cool to actually look at here. And then we'll see where it takes us. I mean, I'm kind of done. I guess I'm not done. I can do some more stuff to this. I really have to position this mic differently. I got to get it on the left side of my desk so that I'm not hitting it with my pencil since I'm right-handed. And then what was I going to do? Let's check out. I got to keep an eye on it. I will jump in one of these days. Cool. That would be fun. For sure. Let's see. What can I shut off? Shut off this tab. I'm trying to get the computer to stop screaming, but you know what? When I listen back, do you guys hear like the fan of the computer? Oh, it just turned off. Because when I listen back, I think, and I haven't spent a lot of time checking it, but I think I remember when I listened back, I didn't actually hear the fan, which was kind of cool. So that's a good thing. I guess I don't need this YouTube tab open. Just trying to close some tabs. Maybe that'll stop it from going nuts. I want to keep some tabs up though. And I'm probably going to add more later. One thing, right at the top, our buddy, a lot of you might probably know Chris McQuinlan. He worked on the 100 Days Making Comics anthology with myself and Mike, who's in the chat. And we put the thing together and had a blast doing it. Had fun trials as well and all that awesome stuff. And anyways, Chris McQuinlan is currently got a Kickstarter out, his Monkey Junk Book 1 Kickstarter. So please check that out. There's a link in the description already actually. Let me just check and make sure I'm not screaming the wrong thing. Yeah, it's there. So and he needs some help. He's only 4 days away and he's still got a long way to go. So I mean, this is going to be a really cool book, and I mean, it would be a shame if it didn't fund. Let's see how much American dollars. It looks like he's got about. I'm not great with math, but about $1,000. No, less than 1,000. He's got about 800-ish dollars to go to get to where he's got to go. So let's pump that up a little bit. Maybe during this art cast, that'd be really cool. And then let's see how the Alternoween is going. I think it's already like way over its thingy. Doesn't want to let me click though. My computer does funny things. Well, I don't always think they're funny though. Alternoween might even be done. Is it done? I know. Oh wow, it hasn't doubled, but it's gotten pretty close, and that's got 3 days left. If you want to get some comics to put like for a really cheap price, a ton of comics, and then you can put those out to your trick-or-treaters who come to your house. Definitely do that. He's really good at getting stuff shipped out, so it'll be there before Halloween, and you'll be able to give you get some kids turned on to comics, with some really, it's all kid friendly stuff. So check that out. Links in the description, and yeah, I'll let that go and start getting on some art. So here I just wanted to kind of mess with some highlights, I think, a little bit. I kind of want to maybe change the color of Corncob Rob's yellowness. So let's see. I didn't actually separate this stuff out the way I normally should, probably. I mean, the colors are all on one layer. Um, but, oh, I hear some air. No, I thought I heard something. Okay, nobody's here. Refer to other layers. I want it to refer to only editing layers, and it's not. This is like the weird thing with this program. Like, I love it, love it, love it, love it, but sometimes it doesn't act the way it's supposed to. Refer edited layer only to select. Select for referred layers. Refer other layers. See, so if I want to select it right now, I have to turn off other layers, or else it'll just. Oh no! You know what? That's why it's coming through weird. It's not even a solid color. I didn't realize that. Let me make it a little more solid. Mm, did not realize that. Let's make it solidio. That's Spanish for solid. Or probably not. I don't know Spanish, so I really don't know what I'm talking about. Solid. So, how's everybody doing today? You guys relaxing, hanging out, having fun? I just really felt like kind of in the mood to hang out and chat, so I really hope some people come on because I think it'll be fun. And who knows? I might have to end up leaving at some point sooner than I expect. See, but you know, we'll see what happens. Till then, we'll just Bob Ross it up a little bit here. Awesome, happy little stuff. All right, so that's more solid. Let's see what happens when we hit the old wand again now. Oh yeah, much better. Not that it really matters that much. I'm not trying to, you know, the thing is like we get all like when we're doing this coloring stuff digitally, like I don't know about you, but for me, sometimes I get a little bit like I guess OCD about it, and I kind of strive for a perfection that I don't really need to strive for necessarily. I mean, it depends on your style and how you want to do things, but for me, I like sloppy style anyways. So, um, but it's easy to get kind of caught up in like this kind of wanting to have it perfect and all the like perfect pixels. You know what I mean? And if we were to do it traditionally with like watercolors or paint, it would be far from perfect. It wouldn't be pixel perfect. It would be, you could get close. You could get really amazingly accurate. I mean, it is, you look at some of these people and they get super detailed and hyper realistic. So I guess you could kind of get perfect, but that's not the kind of art I like to make, anyways. So, if I were to do a watercolor piece here, I wouldn't, necessarily be perfectly in the lines everywhere, or even if I were doing like Copic or something. I mean, it really depends on how you want to refine it. And I tend to be more chilled out with that and more messy, anyways. So, why go crazy with like trying to select the whole area perfectly? I just go in like I'm coloring with crayons and have a blast. I mean, and each project, each illustration will have like a different effect and stuff, and I might want to be a little more exact sometimes. So, I'm sure I'll switch it up from time to time here and there, but I don't think I have to always be pixel perfect. And I think when you get to the computer, because you can do that, it's more, even if you're somebody who likes to draw like kind of sketchy or sloppy or whatever, it's easy to still get stuck to, since now, now I'm on the computer. Now I can make it perfect, easier. So it's easy to kind of, even when you're like that, to get like a little OCD about being pixel perfect. So all right, so I wanted to change the color. So do Control U. Love Control U. It's like my favoriteest. And play with the hue or the saturation and the brightness. Yeah, let's actually keep it at yellow because he is supposed to be yellow. Where's that yellow? And then change the saturation a little bit. Ooh, I like that. I like that really like yellowy, but that's maybe supposed to be the highlights. It's probably supposed to be the highlights, huh? So keep the saturation down, but maybe, I don't know, maybe brightness or saturation. I don't I want it to be a nice yellow. Maybe darken it up though. Maybe that's what I need to do. It's kind of got that saturated but darker look to it. Maybe more saturated. I think that's okay. Let's try that. And then maybe I will make another layer for the highlights so I can change it if I want. Probably just because I'm talking to you guys, I'm thinking about it a little bit more. And we don't have to have it selected. Well, might as well keep it selected. It'll make it easier. Why not? Uh-oh. Oops. I am I undid it. Alright. Now let's get a brighter yellow. Still maybe stay saturated and see what happens. Or desaturated. Nope. Let's bump up the saturation. See what happens there. Yeah, nope, don't like that either. This is kind of nice. Now I don't want to be like super like, I don't want to render like crazy. I have a tendency to just go crazy with the rendering, and I really want to keep it somewhat simple. It's so easy to go crazy with it, and it's actually harder to put less lines or less rendering. I feel like, still feel like I don't love that. It's a little bit more subtle than I want it to be. I'm not good at subtlety yet. Speaking about not being good at stuff, I was thinking one thing that I've said before that I'm not good at is like shipping stuff out and getting stuff out and stuff. And it's true, but just because I'm not good at it doesn't mean I can't get good at it, right? And I was encouraged. I've been encouraged many times by people like Jeff Lafferty. I was also encouraged by this lady, comic artist, Mindy Wheeler, and she was talking about just how she used to market and stuff and get her stuff out. Um, she was talking about doing prints and stuff, and every time I see somebody talking about prints, I'm like, I don't know. Do I want to do prints? You know, what do I want to do? Let's see, how does that look? Ooh, a little bit orange. That's better. I like that. I like that. And then maybe we can go more on the green side when it comes to um, the shadow. If I do shadow, I think I like that. I like that. I think I like it. So, but I was thinking, you know what? I mean, at some point, like I keep thinking about like how am I gonna make money with this stuff? And it's like you gotta like buck up sometimes and just do what you have to do and make it work and not stop being a little jerk and uh just do the work, you know. I'm trying to do that just with making stuff. Maybe I won't put shadows in there because it's like again, I don't want to get too crazy with the rendering. I just want it to look cool. So maybe I'll chill out with that. That looks kind of cool. Mm, all right. Say that looks good enough. It looks different on the screen, on different screens. All right, let's check out the chat and whatnot. All right. Let's see if anybody else is interested in hanging out. Just double checking. Just double checking, guys. Double checking. Oh, looks like Peter was doing a live interview with somebody. Or maybe he still is. I don't know. Good old Palmiotti. He'll probably jump in sometime too, eventually. Do. It's Sunday. People are hanging out, doing their thing, hanging out with family. So I totally get it. You know what I mean? Do 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 do. You guys like Milky Chance? They're like the biggest, hottest thing these days, I guess. But they're just kind of like these folky type music. But I know they're really popular. I like their stuff. That's what I was practicing this morning on guitar. Some Milky Chance, the Cocoon song. I'm here. Let's see if I can do it. Again, I don't know how to play yet, so and I'm doing like the simplest version. Let me get the pick out. Nope, nope. Yeah, I don't know. That's the basic riff that goes throughout the song, except for it's more chords, more strings and stuff. That's like the power chord version, the super simple power chord. I'm not even using three strings. All right, let's get back to this drawing. It'd be cool to get this little guy finished. Might not be able to though. We'll see. All right, let's work on his red shirt. So I like kind of sort of replicating like old comic booky colors, but I'm not like I don't have like reference out for it right now. I'm just kind of going on thoughts of what they might be. So let's see. sure we're on the right layer. I should label these layers. Oh, my computer is being slow. Colors. Highlights. I don't even know how to spell highlights. Highlights. There's like, I think 2 different ways to spell it. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just spelling it wrong. I think it's just H-I, right? Lights. I don't know. No, I think it's GH. Who cares? I'm just labeling a layer. I don't know how to spell. I don't know how to math. All right, let's see what we're going to do for the highlights for the shirt. I guess we'll just keep it simple. I could like try to like do, you know, what are you supposed to do with highlights? Like you could maybe do complementary colors, but usually you do that in the shadows. I don't know if you do that so much with the highlights. You usually do like whatever color is actually like reflecting whatever, or you can kind of do a white, but white kind of sucks. Or you could just do a lighter color of whatever color it is. There's a lot of ways to approach it. So yeah. I like using this kind of pencil. It's not highlighty enough. To get kind of this pencil texture. I think if I make it bigger, I can get even a cooler texture. See, this looks like almost like a white highlight, but it's actually like pink, sort of. And you can see I kind of got that off register effect, but it's really sloppy. It's not like trying to truly replicate, you know, the the way comics were. Another thing too is like see where it does go outside of the lines. If you don't like it, it's just so easy just to be like, hey, I'm erasing. Do it on the color layer too. Nice. Let's go back to highlight layer. All right. Back to that pencil. Just do a little bit on the tip there. I think that's about good. Keep it simple. Maybe a little bit here. Keep it stupid simple. All right, let's do the pants. Actually, let me do a little erasing here. Go back to the colors, erase there. And then we're going to do a little erasing here. Do, 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 do. And then we'll go to the pants, do that one. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this image. I just like it. Like, I almost want to use it as a cover, but I don't, it's not like I planned out the cover. I just drew this image, you know? I don't know. Maybe it could just be like a little print or something. I don't know. Be cool to use it for something. I mean, I guess I'll throw it on Instagram. That's something. But corn cob robular. I don't like this. This I usually like this book because my elbow tends to hurt if I just lay it on the desk. But it's like sticking to the book, which is annoying. So I took it out of the thing. I guess I'm sweating on my elbow or something, which is weird. All right, let's see. Elbow sweat. It's gonna be the name of my new comic. Elbow sweat, blood sweat, and hair gel. I don't know. Eh, eh, eh. Just a little bit. Mm, I don't know if that's accurate. Not that it has to be all that accurate, but that's actually probably pretty good the way it is right now. Throw a little bit on the shoes. A little bit of variation in the size of it. So what else is going on, peeps? I think I could use that over here too. Use a smaller brush though. I should have came prepared with a topic. I have plenty of stuff that I keep meaning to like write down that I'd like to talk about, but I just forget to write them down. I don't think that's bright enough for the hat area. In fact, I don't think I need to do that at all. Maybe I can do like a shading layer. Shadow. The shadow. Let's check stuff again. Ma, 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 na, ma, na. La, 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 la. Later, dude. Gotta run errands. Have a good one. You too, man. Thanks for stopping in, hanging out. All right. Mr. Mike Emmerts has left the building. Awesome artist for sure. Looking forward to him feeling better and getting back to his normal ways of making cool art. Thanks for including. Okay, there's that. That. Cool. Alrighty. Now I'm starting to think that the highlights on, like the yellow highlights, are not deep enough. They're not highlighty enough. Maybe I can go in and kind of deepen them a little bit. Make them even brighter. Yeah, get that real sheen on there. Oh, yeah. Now it's coming alive. Except I just don't know if I really want to go crazy with the rendering like that, but if I keep it somewhat minimal, I think it'll do the trick. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. Let's get some on the face here too. I think that'll do the trick for that. I think that's all right. If there's going to be a little extra rendering, I guess if it's on the face is the best place for it to be, right? All right. So, what else can we do here? Oh yeah, we're gonna go in with some shadow stuff. Not too much. I don't want to go crazy. Again, let's mess with the hat. I think the hat could use some shadow, touch of shadow. Wrong pen. Here we go. Shadow, shadow. I don't know. I'm going a little bit too far there with that. Cool. That's good enough, I think. And I suppose I could jump in with the highlights a little bit. That gives it a little extra there. Cool. Maybe a little bit on the rim too. Little touches. All right, so then we got the green hands. Let's go ahead and mess with that a little bit. Finish up the highlights instead of jumping to the shadow first, right? Doesn't that make sense? I always hop around too much. All right, let's see. Uh, get a good color here. Keeping it simple. Make sure I got the pencil. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, dog. Yeah, that's the way I like it. All right, maybe a little bit there. I don't even know if that makes sense. Actually, let's not put that there. It's actually not that different, but you know, it gives it a little variation. All right, the skateboard. Should put a little bit of something on there. Let's go ahead and do it. It needs something, right? Can't just be flat, can it? Oh, yeah, let's change the color. Oh, use the wrong pen again. Although I probably shouldn't be using a kind of texture for everything, but I guess I am. I've already started. Maybe throw a little bit on the wheels there. A little something. A little something. Even though I don't know why exactly there's any kind of light hitting these areas. It's underneath, and I don't know. I mean, it makes sense if there's like a light coming from the bottom too, but I'm not getting that deep with it. You know what I mean? Just gives it a little variation, though. Maybe let's erase some of it. I think I did go a little too far with it. Probably don't need any in the middle. Yeah, that's all right. I guess that's all right. Maybe we'll go a little deeper with the shadow, and I think we're ready to move on to the shadow anyway. So let's do that. All right, let's eyedropper go down a little bit. Maybe warm it up a little, just a tad, just a scooch. And let's make the pencil bigger a little bit. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah. A little bit of variation there. That's good enough for now. I don't know. I don't really know how to do it. I guess in some ways I should be separating some of those colors with the wheel and stuff. But whatever, I guess I'm not gonna use the same color for the hands. Why not? Green, it makes sense with green and kind of a browner color. Actually works well. And then let's see. It probably works well with the blue too. No, it doesn't. All right, let's get the right colors. Would it look good with the yellow though? But I'm gonna do some. I think I'm gonna put some green for the shadows of the yellow. All right, let's go a little deeper. Eh, oh yeah, wrong pen though. Uh, I think we need to go even deeper. A bit deeper. Yeah, there we go. That gives you a little bit of contrast. A little bit of that contrast, the way you need it. Computer slow. Hey, what's up, Fue? Hey, Fue. What do you say? You should come on. Hang out with me. If you want. Suppose you would have if you could. Because you do have the link. Do 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 do. Tiny bit of shit over here. My wife and I just finished watching The 100 on on Instagram, on Netflix. Pretty cool show, I have to say. I keep wanting to not like it, but it just keeps. It's like, you. There's all these post-apocalyptic shows and movies, Oh, I forgot about the shirt. And this one takes it kind of to a place that like it goes in the far future of post-apocalypse. Like it starts in one place and then it goes deeper and deeper. And on a plot level, it's interesting. It's very interesting. Yeah, it's a cool show. I like it. It's not like the most sophisticated, amazing show necessarily, but it's a pretty cool show. I'm kind of surprised. Oh, you tried to join in, but Google didn't want to let you. They still don't like you for the rant. That's funny. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like you seem to do fine when you're doing it on your own, but then you try to jump on with me, and for some reason it doesn't want to. It's like too much bandwidth or something. I don't know. I don't want to get that sophisticated with the color. I'm already going further than I think I would normally want to. Just deepen up the reds here. Oh crap! I'm using the G pen. Keep doing that. I want to use the pencil pen. There we go. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. All right. That, go a little bit of that. Don't need to go too crazy here. Just a little shadow under here, though. Makes sense. A little bit here. Just to deepen it up a little bit. Hopefully, I'm not going too crazy here. And that, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I like that, actually. Might have to erase everything I just did. I like that shadow. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. No, 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 no. Hmm. Well, the inks kind of do an okay job with the shadow, so let me just go back in and do just a little bit. Keep it a little more chilled out. Just a little bit right there, maybe. Maybe a little bit here. Just a tiny bit there. I think that's it. I don't want to do too much more. I think that's it. As I lay more in. All right, let's mess with this T-shirt here because I forgot to even mess with that. Could probably use the same color. Nah, keep trying to be lazy, but then I realize I can't. I'll have it figured out one day, and when I do, you won't be able to stop me from joining. That's funny. Good. I don't want to stop you. Thanks, man. I'm glad you dig it. I'm glad you dig it, sir. The spirit is willing, but the internet is weak. People do want to come on. Hey, I would love to come. All right. Just responding to somebody. Again, people are willing to come on, but sometimes they just can't, which is totally understandable. Do 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 do. Get that going. All right, let's deepen that up a bit. What I should do, I probably after this should try to work on something that counts towards making comics today. Because this, I don't believe it counts. This is like literally a random drawing. But I don't know. Maybe it'll become something that's important. But at the moment, it's kind of just a cool drawing. Scary story. Oh, speaking about scary stories, Fue, I saw we watched a horror movie last night, and it was pretty bad, but I don't know. It creeped me out. It probably would be nothing for you. You'd be like, yeah, whatever. That wasn't a big deal. It was called. What was it called? What was it called? It's super simple title. Oh, Truth or Dare. It's on Netflix. It's like a newer movie. Um, and yeah, it was just it wasn't great. Um, and they're like cutting off people's fingers and stuff, and I didn't really, I don't really need to see that. It's not like I have any. Again, I don't have any problems or judgments for anybody who wants to check that out. People like the gore factor and all that stuff, but for me, I just didn't. I kind of didn't watch a lot of it. I just kind of closed my eyes or looked at my cell phone for a little bit. It wasn't even that crazy. I've seen worse, but I just was like, nah, not so much. Just how I am. I want to get into just a little bit of green here. Maybe a little more desaturated though. Already kind of desaturated. Right. I did all the kind of writing, I guess, for this story yesterday that I need to do. It's literally like a bulleted list. Like one. There's like I don't know 7 or 8 or so items, and it's like I don't know. It's like one long sentence per like item, and yeah, I don't know. I think it's gonna do the trick, and I already have like one page completed, inked at least, and then I have one like a I don't know a quarter of a page completed of another page. But now I have to thumbnail. Now that I have the story kind of figured out, I have to thumbnail and kind of just get the rest of it planned out a little bit better, and then I can just jump on pages and rock out like crazy. I actually like that green. I think I put some on the skateboard too. Probably should be a little darker, but yeah, maybe not. That's the trick. Yeah, digging it. I'm digging it. Should I put some in the red? Nope. Could go darker though, and maybe put some in the red. Nope. I think I'm about done here. Some in blue. Hmm, that's not bad. That's not bad. Hmm, maybe it is bad. I'm gonna take that part out. I feel like I like a little bit in this part of it though. Just deepen it up a little bit. You know what this could use too is a layer over the inks to kind of wash out the inks a little bit. Or maybe even just throw some opacity, like kind of some opacity there. Right, yeah, this is what it looks like without the inks, without the dots. Kind of cool. All right, let's see what happens when I do this. I kind of don't think I want to just put opacity, but let's just play around with it. Oh yeah, that's not going to do the trick. But what will do the trick is another layer to kind of bring it all together. Nah, I mean, and fill that layer with what color? What should I do? Orange, like a dark brown, like a brownish color with opacity. Yeah, let's do that. Bam. It's gonna look stupid for a second until I change the opacity. Do 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 do. All right, and then go like a this, like a this, like a this. Could do that. There's other ways you can go about this too. You could use like a multiplier layer, right? Because then I wouldn't have to. Yeah, let's do something like that. Is it multiply, you guys? I don't freaking know. I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I put multiply on or something, and then like color in there or something. No, yeah. Let's try it. See what happens. Oh yeah, that's not what I wanted. Color dodge. I don't know. There's like all these layer thing. Color burn. No. Oh, please. That actually that kind of looks cool, but not what I'm looking for. Darken. No. Subtract. Lighten. Color dodge. No. I don't know what any of these functions do. I just know there's one of them that like you can kind of just color the lines. Like if you're gonna do color holds, you know what I mean? I'm probably missing vital steps. Anybody know how to do this? I've done it before, but I forget. Oops. Let's see what people are saying, if anything. Can't say that I've seen Truth or Dare. I might have to change that in the near future. Well, it's not great, but people like to watch bad horror movies, so maybe you'll dig it. I don't know. I was entertained enough. Like we didn't hit the unlike like the thumbs down button, which we do if we really don't like it. We were about to, and then we're like, I don't know, just take it out of our list. So yeah, I don't know. It's an okay movie, I guess. All right. Yeah, I want to figure out how to do the color dodging thing. So let me see if I can look something up real quick. Color. Wait, it's not called color dodging. It's called color hold in Clip Studio 8. Let's use color hold. I could watch a video, but then you guys have to listen to me watch a video. Let's see if it'll just have a tutorial that just tells me. Ooh, you gotta press that button, whatever that button is. Click on the new layer button, make a claw shape with your right hand and mash down on Shift Command N. What? Make a claw shape with your hand? Like, really? You have to tell somebody how to position their hand? Is this. Oh, goodness. Shift Command. I don't have Command. What is it? Alternate? I'm not going to do that. I want to click on the thingy. Same thing either way. That'll create a new layer just above the inks. I already did that. For later sanity's sake, you might want to give that layer a name. Now, before it gets ahead of yourself, click on the text in there and type your new name. Why? I don't need that part. I don't need you to tell me that part. Seriously, like, I guess it's for just people, beginners, they're just giving advice. Stop being a jerk, Marsh. So long as your new layer is selected, click the little icon at the top that looks like two foreshortened circles on top of each other. If you hold your cursor over it, the tooltip will show you clip at layer below. Okay. So let's do that. So this is selected. Oh, there it is. Clip at layer below. All right. I just did that. Let's see what happens. All right. What does that do? It makes it so that this layer will only draw on things that are on the layer below it. Basically, in this case, it'll only draw over the line work. Now you can color in your lines and not worry about those new colors landing anywhere else. The lines you're making are still happening, but unless they appear over the marks on the previous layer, you won't see them. If you turn off the clip at layer below button, you can see all the lines you made that the clip button. Okay. Super simple, super powerful. I'm actually glad she does explain it deeper, because it's like, sometimes it tells you how to do something, but you wonder, like, why does it work that way? I don't get it. All right. I'm going to do that then now. So, let's see. Is it working? I think I'm not. Oh, I think I have to be on this layer, right? No, that's not right. Okay, now it's not even doing what I wanted to do. She said it would work. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Maybe it's because I didn't label it. What did I do wrong? All right, let's see. I thought I did it right. Click on the text in there. Now, so long as your new layer is selected. Oh, it wants me. Oh, I didn't. Did I not make a? I made a new layer. It has to be like this. That? No, that's not. I don't get it. Delete. I said delete. Here, don't show me this again. All right. Now I'm going to press that little thingy. That's not going to do it, though. Oh, it is doing it. Cool. All right. All right, guys. I did something. I figured something out. Are you proud of me? Control D. So I could make it all like one. What color would I make it? Make it brown. Or a darker brown. What happens if I do that? Does it look stupid? Kind of looks stupid, right? I don't know if this is what I'm looking for. I think what I'm looking for is to put like a texture. I mean, I suppose I could do something like this and then throw a little opacity. Won't be such, I could kind of play with it. I've seen techniques done before where kind of does that, but I don't know, guys. I think I'm trying to get a different effect than I'm getting here, but I don't know what I'm doing. See what happens. I don't think that's what I want to do, guys. I don't think it's what I want to do. What if I made the brush way bigger and did the whole thing? And then did one of these. I mean, that's kind of what I'm looking for. I got to do the dots though too if I want to do that. Can I do that with the dots? Yep. Ooh, I think I just figured something out though. I've always wondered how to make the dots a color, and I just figured it out. That's awesome. See what happens when you mess around with things? All right, I think I'm going to leave that be and move on. I think I got what I'm looking for here. Although I would like to put like a texture, but I don't. What would happen if I put a texture of some sort? Do I have a texture available that I don't have to like go and look for? Something I stole off the internet. I have this. This isn't what I didn't steal this. I made this. It's my desk. Instruction paper, weird texture thingy. Oh, that's not. I should have imported it. Maybe I can use that texture. And then it's legal. Um, why didn't it just go back to that same spot? I like to move it, move it. All right, so what do I do here? Do I press that little circle button? Does that do something? Did that put the texture in? No. It did, but not on the layer I wanted it to be on. Let's put it over this and press that button. Let's see what happens. Ooh. I mean, it looks ugly, I know, but it did do what I was looking for. Ah, I figured stuff. I'm figuring stuff out, guys. I'm figuring stuff out. Interesting. I don't know that it's that great of an effect. I think what I need to do is flatten the dots layer since I'm done with it and kind of combine those two layers. What happens if I move it up here? What happens if I press rasterize? What happens if I press merge the layer below? Bye. Ooh, I did it. I did smart things, I think. I did smart things. It's kind of a cool texture thingy. Kind of cool. It's hard. I'm not. It's hard to know how much, how little. I wonder if I put it on like a black background, what it would look like. Let's get ourselves a square. Nice little square. Or maybe just a different color background. I'll check the stuff pretty soon here. I know I'm just kind of in my own world all of a sudden. But I will check the stuff. All right. I wonder if I put some crazy dots in there. I'm like a little bit too into this dot stuff. The duotones or whatever they're called. This is supposed to be underneath all that stuff. How did it go above? That is ugly. But now that I know this new trick, maybe I could do a thingy. I'm going nuts here, guys. I'm just going crazy. I'm being strong, being bold. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right. What happened if I put like a crazy saturated color, man? I have to say that's not uninteresting. It's not horrible. I mean, it's a little bit horrible, but I want something like this. That's kind of all right. Did my selection go away? I didn't mean for my selection to go away. I don't think it did. What if on another layer I put some black? I'm going crazy. My selection did go away. All right. There's too many options. Like I never know what I want to do. You know what I mean? I'm gonna. That's what I'm trying to do. I just want to have background layer that makes sense. Ooh, gray is not bad. Green is not bad. Hmm. Kind of like green. Purple. I've been doing purple too much lately. I do like purple though. Hmm. Hmm. Color choices. What do you guys think? This one's kind of neat. I'll go with this for a little bit. Let me get the eraser out. Spending way more time on this than I should. All right. You know what I need to do actually is do some variation. Where's the colors? See, this is what happens when you don't follow that girl's advice and label your stuff. All right. I want to get some stuff in here. Actually, now that I have a background in, I have heard that it's good to use for your shadows for your eyes. I don't remember if it was for the teeth too, but to use the color of your background or a variation of that. Yeah, with all this rendering, I couldn't just leave the eyes. Um, Flat, you know. That wouldn't really make sense, would it? Let me get some of this color in the background. And just see. People say that's what you're supposed to do, but I don't know. It's not horrible. Probably should be a darker version of it though. A little more saturated than I want it to be, even though it's pretty much on the desaturated side of things. But everything in this piece is on the desaturated side of things. So I guess if you put in a little saturation, can't help but pop out a little bit. That's not bad. Just a little bit. That's not bad. Let's try the teeth now. I don't remember if they said the teeth too or not, but it's not bad either. I think we'll go with it. Cool. All right, all right, all right. Let's stop going crazy here. Let me get a little bit in here too, though. I think that's okay. I don't want to. All right, all right. Let's stop messing around. I want this thing to be whiter. I want it to be really white. Um, why isn't it really white? I guess it's white enough. I want to put some texture in too, some more texture. So let's get that same texture, but do it a little, play around with it a little bit. Image, we'll go back to the same spot. Sorry, I guess I'm on a roll, guys, so that's why I'm not being as engaging at the moment. At the mo. All right, where's that thingy? Okay, so we'll do that. And we'll throw the opacity down a whole lot. What's going on here? What is going on here? I'm so confused. Let's Control D myself out of this. Fix. Okay. Let's go here and then let's import. I think I did something weird that I don't quite get. So I'm going to try this again. That makes more sense. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Isn't it cool to see like a character you drew, like, I don't know, like in a kind of, that would be kind of fun. Like put a background and then just like put him in it. I'm going to mess with this a little bit and then maybe I'll try that too. Just to, that's kind of cool too. Hmm. What if I did a contrast thing? Tone correction, brightness contrast. Throw like a ton of contrast, see what happens. Oops. It's not showing anything different. Probably because it's not a rasterized layer. Rasterize that mother. I'm trying to do the contrast thing. Let's see. Edit. Tonal. Contrast. That's kind of different and cool. That's cool too. And then I like that even better. I think I'm going to flip it around though. Let's see. be able to play with it. See, it's and then you start getting into all these crazy areas. I do, at least. I get carried away.